The umpire's advisor might be listening to us. I'm pretty sure he does have the tranny in the pocket.
So umpire Verver's just making sure with umpire Beveridge that everybody's behind the fence before we start the first term here. Big day at Corio this afternoon. They've got their past players day on, and a big crowd here, especially in the rooms after their luncheon and what have you. Start of the first term, round 17, match day live this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, Corio and Bell Post Hill. It'll be Shea Walker up against Lucas King. King goes up early, but Walker gets it down, plucks it from the air, tries to get a kick away, can't do so effectively. Bartolo on hands and knees, tries to get it towards Hilton. Now a quick little kick out of the middle by Travail. Still in the middle as Trail tries to get it out the second time. He pulls Walker off the foot. He needs some help. Kazina's in there as well. Cullen, fresh air shot. Cousins now handball to Ricky O'Toole on half forward. Gets a left foot kick around the corner towards Tate. Hancock's got the job on him. Pretty close to Angelo. Tate does well. Kicks it back towards the 10-metre square. The Bell Post Hill boys, though, have got the numbers, and they're going to be able to clear the football. I think that might be... there might be Dyer, I think. He goes wide, looking for Travail. It's pretty wide too. Too wide, in fact, and Lee Clifford will take the resultant free kick for out of bounds on the full. So he's on the left half forward flank. Lee Clifford kicked 6 goals last week against North Geelong. And kicks it great. Kick to Barry O'Toole at centre half forward, who can't take the mark though. Bartolo off hands, handball over the top to Hilton to King. Standing start, gives it back to Bartolo. Short little kick's okay. Finds Troy Feldman at the back end of the centre square. Looking for a handball. He elects though to go with the kick. Goes towards Simmons, who plays on. Got a bit of space and time. Goes with the right boot. Long towards a lead from Galpin. Goes in front. Should be able to take the mark. Can. Good grab. And will shoot for goal from 30 metres out directly in front.
I like to build up there, Eric. I like to build up. They watched and they didn't panic. They waited till they got someone in position and kicked the ball across. That's going to be their tactic today, I think, to make sure that they hit their targets.
Barry O'Toole, a little stiff not to be paid the mark. I thought he had plenty of it for a fair time.
Yeah, I thought, well, it was the way the guy came across him as well. I think Eric was probably interfere with him just a little bit.
So Adam Galpin from 30 metres out directly in front. Chance to put Bell Post Hill's first score on the board, and the first of the afternoon. He comes in. Oh, he's put it through, I think. He's just, through for a goal, yes. So it has just snuck in for Adam Galpin, his first goal, and Bell Post Hill's first. They're one straight goal, 6 points. They lead. Corio yet to score. We've been playing 2 minutes, and that is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
So that's a good start for them, Laurie. They've got one on the board, and probably Corio had the first minute in their forward line, couldn't capitalise, and Bell Post still took it pretty quickly down the ground.
That's right. They worked hard around the middle as well to try and control it there, and yes, they got some good little line ballers.
So in the middle once again, Walker and King. King gets a clear tap forward for the Bell Post Hill side. Barry O'Toole gets it to Cousins. Cousins by hand, intercepted by King. Good work for Bell Post Hill. They've kicked it clear, but Dabrowski on half-back flank on his own takes the chest mark. Chips it a little bit wider to King, and King of Corio on half-back flank. He's looking for a lead. Matty Cullen has made some space on the wing. Chips it forward to Cousins. In front of our broadcast position, Cousins goes towards Barry O'Toole, half-forward flank. Another mark to Corio. He's got Tate loose in the forward area. Lovely pass from Barry O'Toole, and finds his mark in Justin Tate, and Tate 35 metres out, almost no angle to be concerned with, has the opportunity to answer for Corio. So very, very congested in the goal square as Tate goes back on the long run up. Will be kicking from about 40, moves in there, left footer. Good looking kick off the boot, magnificent kick right through the middle. So there's the answering goal. First goal for Corio. It goes to Justin Tate, and on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Corio 1 goal, Bell Post Hill 1 goal, and we've been playing 4 minutes.
Yeah, likewise there, Eric. There was good passage of play up there, and I saw Tatey seemed to be there for 5 minutes, so whoever's on him have to play a little bit tighter, because he's a very, very effective footballer, and it just shows that he's also a good kick. I thought his first quarter last week against North Geelong was pretty good, Tatey.
So back in the middle with umpire Beveridge, Shea Walker and Lucas King to do the ruck work for their respective sides. Umpire Beveridge throws the ball in the air. Walker goes up early. Lucas King there again. Got some support in Travail, but picking it up, getting it through was Hayes. He got it towards Barry O'Toole. Left foot wobbly kick towards half forward. Getting back there is King, and he takes the mark for Bell Post Hill. Goes a left foot kick towards half forward. Looking for Dyer behind. Ricky Bigham in front. Gets a bit of a push. Needs some support. And the ball comes back. Backley falls over just at the crucial stage. Bigham in there fighting hard for it again. Still at half forward for Bellpost Hill. The Panthers with the numbers get away. Go towards centre half forward again. King over the back for Corio. Handballs away to Kelvin Keating. The last line defence. Switches play or danger though. Bellpost Hill with the numbers. Off the back of the pack. Ricky Bigham still inside defensive 50. Gets it away by hand to Ricky Lazarick. His kick's partly smothered. And that's out of bounds for a boundary throw in just outside 50 for the Panthers. So we'll have a throw in. Shane Walker works his way down there with Lucas King. And the boundary umpire throws the ball in the air. Pretty short throw in. Walker again keeps his feet as King falls over. It gets a spiral torpedo punt away, but that man in the crowd didn't take the mark, but he will give the ball back, and it will be Troy Feldman on centre wing with the free kick.
Had the spiral going the wrong way there, Laurie. Went the reverse. So Troy Feldman on centre wing on the Sosa Club side, kicks it back towards centre half forward into the corridor. No one can take the mark. Comes to ground. Cousins paddles it along, finally picks it up, kicks it back from whence it's come. In fact, straight into the arms there of Troy Feldman. Plays on quickly, back into the corridor, and it's got Hancock at almost in the centre of the ground. Takes the mark, chips it a little further forward. Mark not taken on this occasion, and away goes Corio on the turnover. Tate has a bounce, kicks it to the lead there at centre half forward. It's over the head there of Bolshevik. Coming back onto the football is Ditchburn for Bellpost Hill. Good work by Bolshevik there. Took two of them on along the ground. Over to Clifford by hand. He turns back. There's a lovely looking lead and a lovely looking kick. The mark taken by Cullen was going to go, and all of a sudden realised there's a Bellpost Hill player almost standing on the mark. So that was Travail, was it, up there? So Matt Cullen now, 20 metres out, no angle to speak of, and has kicked the goal. So that's the second for the Corio side, first for Cullen. So on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Corio now 2 goals, 12. Lead Bellpost Hill 1 goal, 6, and that's taken 7 minutes into the first quarter.
Yes, it was a nice little bit of play by Lee Clifford there. He got his eyes on, looked where he was going to go with the footy, and there's a lovely kick over to
Matty Cullen.
Matty Cullen, who I think's a very, very good player. Sometimes he doesn't seem to be able to see out a game, but he's exceptionally good reader of the game.
Back in the middle, Walker goes up early, gets it down, aim on Charles. Kick falls in the arms of Ewan Handley. Handball out to Troy Feldman. Usually a pretty good kick. Troy goes with the lead on from Galpin again, and he gets there but can't take the mark off hands. Kick from mid-air by Backley, and it's through for 1 behind to the Bellpost Hill side, so they go to 1-1-7. They trail Corio 2 straight goals, 12 points. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 7.5 minutes played.
So Matt King with the ball in the goal square defensively for Corio. Just chips it short to Ricky Bigham. Bigham plays on quickly, drives it long to the centre. Good lead coming in there from Clifford. From centre half forward, takes the mark in the centre circle, goes wide to the lead on half forward flank from Bolshevik. Waits for the ball to bounce. Now he runs back onto it, but good work in defence by Hilton there. But Corio, they're up to the task. Handball comes clear to Davey Bigham. Back to, he finally finds Gundry. A little chip pass from Gundry has found... Is that Bolshevik out there? Chips it to the lead at full forward. Oh, good diving mark, Barry O'Toole. And 30 metres out. Not much angle to speak of. Barry O'Toole has the football. Umpire Stokes just putting him round a few millimetres. So Barry O'Toole with the football now. And they're just using the ball very, very well at the moment, Corio. They're hitting their targets. And Barry O'Toole, the opportunity now to put a score on the board. Moves in on the right foot. He's hooked it across the body, and quite obvious, Laurie laid back on that one.
Laid back on that one.
In fact, hasn't been kicking the ball that well the last couple of weeks, I didn't think, Barry, particularly for goal. But on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Corio 2-1-13. Lead Bellpost till 1-1-7, 9 minutes first quarter.
Kick in by Ditchburn, goes to the outer side looking for Ewan Handley. Good strong mark at half back. He's got Damien Hoare in the middle. Great smother by Barry O'Toole. Travails in support for the Panthers. Gets wrapped up, handball away. Handley has to go back and help him out. Gets a high tackle, and we'll take the free kick.
No, he's not.
Ball up.
So umpire Stokes obviously thought he might have had the first opportunity.
So it will be a ball up between half forward and centre wing on the outer side. Walker gets it down. O'Toole slick hands towards Charles. Can't get the kick away effectively. Free kick now for over the shoulder. Maybe that's the one he missed. And it will come back to Bell Post Hill. And it will be Kazina at half back for the Panthers. Oh, he got called to play on now. He's going to handball to Handley, but he elects to go with the kick. It's okay as well. Finds Damien Hall. Plays on now. Called to play on. Oh, can he get around Barry O'Toole? Yes, he can. Back to the middle looking for Bartolo. He takes the mark. Haven't gained much meterage. Still in the middle of Shell Reserve. John Bartolo goes with the right foot. The lead on by Connolly. Goes in that direction. King. That's Matthew King. Little toe poke was okay to Davey Bigham. Handball back to John Cousins. Handball outboard to Justin Tate using him on centre wing. Goes towards centre half forward. Barry O'Toole and John Bolchevic must have diseases. Nobody next to them. Handballs it off to Matty Cullen on the wrong side for a left footer. Has to get back around. Does so now. He's a bit like Matthew East, Matty Cullen. Can he finish it like him? No, he can't.
No way.
And one behind. So they go to 2-2-14 Corio. And they lead Bell Post Hill 1-1-7. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
They probably might have needed one more handball to get the right footer there, Laurie, because Matty Cullen just had too much time in his hands.
Well, he swung around and with my...
Kick in for Bell Post Hill, comes wide to half-back flank, off hands it comes to Feldman. Comes back by hand to him. He chips it to the centre of the ground. The lead has come there. Mark not taken, unfortunately for them, by Dyer. Gets a handball back to, that was Travail, through the middle of the ground, into the forward line. Lazarick overruns the footy, but he's got support there from Keating. Keating does well. Picks it up, little chip towards the centre of the ground. Dabrowski attacks the football, comes back, makes a bit of space for himself. Now he chips it over the top to Ricky Bigham. Almost did the ankle, Ricky, then, but he kicks it long to player loose in the half-forward flank is Cullen. Cullen sees the lead. Oh, it's a terrible kick on that occasion. Doesn't give Clifford any chance. And the ball comes wide for the Bell Post Hill side, looking for Simmons on the wing. Tate there, very much at him. Tate does well. Hits the ball just along the ground. Handball comes out to Charles. He can't handle it. And good work, Bartolo, for Bell Post Hill.
Yes.
And right in front of the umpire, the pushing the back paid to Bell Post Hill. Advantage to, that was Hoare. Gets into the full forward of Galpin. Drops another mark. Handball over the top. Keating's in the way. And for Corio now. He clears out of the danger area. He's given Ricky O'Toole a pretty big task, but he's up to it. He beats three of them fairly comfortably. Takes the mark on his chest. Chips it back into the corridor. Back to Keating. And Keating takes the mark with Handley on that mark for Bell Post Hill. Well, they've gone short again, and that's Corio-like. I think, Laurie, they're not playing a natural game. They've chipped it, and they've come unstuck because Buckley has taken the mark between wing and half-forward flank for Bell Post Hill, out of side. And, he's looking for options. Now he finds a short one, and it's Handley. Takes the mark and plays on quickly. He's a good-looking kick, but he's gone across the face of goal. And normally the left footer would come back a little bit from there, Laurie, but not on that occasion.
It looked like a good kick off the boot, though, Eric.
Yes, so Bell Post Hill 1-2-8. They trail Corio 2-2-14. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 13 minutes first quarter.
Matty King from fullback for the Devils. Gets a couple of leads. Tate gives him a lead. So does O'Toole. Andrew Dabrowski standing by himself where everybody led from, so he goes in that direction. Doesn't get a free kick play on the call. Walker's got it, the big man. Turns around, handballs it back to Dabrowski. Feigns the handball. Now he's got Cousins in the middle. Laurie called it, and he's got it now in the middle with the right foot kick towards Phil Boyle. One out, slips over at the crucial stage. Barry O'Toole comes at pace, played for a free kick, didn't get one. And a kick off the ground by Ditchburn, out for a boundary throw-in. About 35 metres around from the Corio goal. So...
It's a bit better, Laurie, a bit more direct and longer kicks on that occasion from Corio.
Boundary throw-in. Short one there. Boyle from the back, Lucas King. To the side of the pack, Cousins. Left foot kick out of that pack towards Davey Bigham, who runs back with a fly to the footy. Takes the mark in the goal square and kicks the goal. So after 5 last week, Davey Bigham kicks his first today. And they go to 3-2-20 Corio. They lead Bell Post Hill 1-2-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes play.
He's probably traditionally been more a defensive player, but was very, very positive in attack last week, David Bingham, and made good position there. Yeah,
my observation at the moment is Bell Post Hill's defence is far too sloppy. They're not picking up their players enough, and Adam Galpin's had 2 half chances and probably should have made the best of them. They're not going to get too many of them during the day.
In the middle, Walker gets a tap down. Bartolo intercepts. Ricky O'Toole comes through. Hancock can't handle it. Bartolo gets it, handball straight to Johnny Cousins. His kick is smothered. Cullen picks up the crumb, goes towards Barry O'Toole at half forward. I tell you what, he's not getting the best of umpiring decisions, Barry O'Toole today. But ball kicked wide for Belpost, still centre wing. Bakley can't take the mark, follows up, but coming through is Dabrowski. Handballs forward for Corio, running onto it is Eamon Charles. Tries to kick it off the ground, and the umpires put a whistle on play, and the free kick is going to, it looks like Simmons of Belpost Hill, with Cousins standing the mark. Indication was held without the footy. So Simmons now kicks it long to half forward. In good position is Ricky Bingham, can't take the mark, comes to ground. Connolly picks it up, tries to handball clear for Belpost Hill. Bartolo back to Connolly. Connolly off one step, gets the torpedo back into the corridor, right across the face of goal. That's Seljevic picks it up. While coming through strongly there, it was Hilton, and has a pot shot at goal, but he also is offline. They've had some opportunities, Belpost still, but not able to capitalise. 1-3-9. They trail Corio 3-2-20. Victory Trophy scoreboard now 15.5 minutes first quarter.
So it'll be Troy Gundry from fullback for the Devils this time. Goes wide looking for Ricky O'Toole up against Hoare. Gets a hold. We'll take the free kick. He took the mark anyway. Plays on there. Right foot kick. Long towards centre wing. Looking for Tate. Walker's there as well. 3-on-2. Belpost still with the numbers. Dabrowski though at the front of the pack. Handball to Walker was okay. His handball towards Tate puts him under pressure. Then he handballs towards the safety of the boundary line. And gets it. And we will have a boundary throw in between wing and half forward for the Devils. So Walker getting back there to do the ruck work against Lucas King. Favours Walker. Barry O'Toole to the front of the pack. Bigham ripped off the football in there. Johnny Cousins again, but in good form in recent weeks. Goes with the right foot kick towards half forward flank. And getting across there, Kazina to see it over the boundary line for the Panthers. So we'll have a boundary throw in. 3-2-20 Corio. Belpost still 1-3-9.
I agree with you, Jason. I can't think of his name. Cousins' form's good.
Handley from half back for Belpost Hill. Goes towards Backley on a lead. Good mark too. In front of Bigham and behind Dabrowski. And that's nearly Josh Backley on centre wing looking for 50. Didn't get it. Kick out towards Connolly's okay. Can't take the mark. Another drop mark in the forward line. King. That's Matthew for Corio. And he sees it over the boundary line. And 3 chances, Laurie.
Yeah, it could be costly, couldn't they? Yeah. You know, you've got to try and make every post a winner there, and it puts pressure on Corio then.
So a boundary throw in on half forward flank for Belpost Hill. King to the southern end of the first term. King, Walker from behind, goes towards Cousins again through the middle. Handball to Dabrowski. Got a couple of players leading from fullback. One's Gundry. Gets his hand to it. Bounces for him, does it? No. Yes, it does now. Outside 50. Got Cal Keating running past him on centre wing. Gives it to him by hand. Handball back inboard to Davey Bigham. Got a bit of time to set something up. Right foot kick was fantastic to Lee Clifford. And Clifford turned around and thought about playing on. But he elected to go back and have a set shot with Mark Hancock standing the mark. And great transfer of play once again by the Devils.
Well, that's probably indicative of their play last week, Laurie. They seemed to flood into the back line and then run in droves. And on that occasion, 2 or 3 players running side by side out of defence.
Yeah, certainly, Eric.
So Clifford comes in and
bent leg, but he kicks it.
He kicks it. Lee Clifford's first. The 4th for Corio. They go to 4-2-26. They lead Belpost Hill 1-3-9. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 18 minutes played.
Laurie, probably an equal amount of play both sides, but Corio far more positive in attack.
Well, that's right, Eric. I just want to go back to what you just said. That was sort of finals football. That's the sort of thing that's going to worry most of the sides, and that's including Bannockburn and Werribee if they have to play them. That was a great transfer of play. Everyone's there in support, prepared to run the lines, and if you can do that and maintain that, you're going to put pressure on everyone.
In the middle, neither ruckman get a tap away. King at the second attempt gets it forward. A little handball to Travail. He gets foot to the footy. Attacking the footy is King. A bad bounce for him, but well, that's incredible. The umpires found one there to Sveljek for Belpost Hill. About third in line, but he got the push in the back. So 20 metres out, directly in front, and Sveljek for Belpost Hill. So a funny looking kick, I've got to say, but it's over the goal umpire's head, so that is a goal, and it is the second for Belpost Hill. 2-3-15. They trail Corio 4-2-26. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 19 minutes into the first quarter.
Matthew King got what you'd call a pretty dirty bounce, didn't he? And I was just going to say before, I thought Matthew King Andrew Dabrowski, very good players, I feel, on the back line for Corio.
Dabrowski should be a great player today. He must be something wrong with him. He's not minding anybody.
So back in the middle, Walker, and he gets it down towards Cousins. Backley's in there as well, off hands. Ricky O'Toole through the middle, handball towards Clifford, was too hot for him, but great play, Lee. Clifford's second effort was great. Right foot kick towards Boyle, used the body, and his second effort was pretty good too. Tried to shuffle the handball out, but getting in there in the way was Simmons, and he sees it over the line for a throw in the left forward pocket for the Devils.
Here's a look-away handball from Ricky O'Toole. Was a bit professional, Laurie.
was.
Lee Clifford's not caught up to that.
It was. It can be embarrassing sometimes, can't it?
So a throw in. Tate in front, King from behind. To the back, Barry O'Toole. Great little tap on to Davey Bigham, who finishes off for his second goal. And it's as easy as you like there for Davey Bigham. Goal number 2 for him. Great little play by Barry O'Toole. And that is Corio's 5th goal. They go to 5-2-32. They lead. Bellpost Hill 2-3-15. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes played.
There's certainly, I've got to suggest, Laurie, some danger signs here for Bellpost Hill. Corio's movement of the footy, their attitude at the footy, and it almost, you could perhaps feel that there's not a lot to play for Bellpost Hill.
Yeah, probably so, but I'm pretty sure Ricky's got this side pretty well fired up at the moment. It's a good thing to try and pick the right option, and they're sharing and helping one another at the moment.
In the middle again, nobody gets a clear tap away. Ricky O'Toole pulled off the footy. The umpire chose not to give a free kick into the forward line. Connolly picks it up. He's chipped a magnificent pass, but straight to Ricky Bigham off Corio, and in fact it's Gundry out there. Gundry across to Hayes. Hayes plays on quickly, kicks it towards Lee Clifford, eludes him, but he's fortunate. The ball bounces past the Bellpost Hill players, and Clifford picks it up, goes towards half forward. Bolchevic uses good body to get into good position. Handball back to Charles. He sees Cullen at centre half forward, also Cousins. Good defence there by Simmons, gets it to the ground. Ricky O'Toole runs onto it, picks it up. Well, he's having a lot of trouble picking it up, and weight of numbers gets the ball back to Connolly in the middle for Bellpost Hill. Long kick into the forward line, but Ricky Lazarick just dropping back, takes the defensive mark. Chips it wide, looking for Hayes. That's got to be 50, surely. Well picked up by the umpire on that occasion. Ewan Handley just punched the ball out of reach, and umpire, gee, it's not a bad 50 either, just
That's
quietly.
100.
Jeez, I'll say.
Might buy some land if those two umpires. So now on the attacking 50-metre line, attacking square line. Now what's happened now? The umpire,
handball to Barry O'Toole.
this umpire early in the year doesn't allow advantage, not in his rule book. So up Hayes it is, with the advantage of the 50-metre penalty, goes towards Phil Boyle. Good stretch on that occasion. Boyle, he looked to be under the footy, but his stretch now, it's got to be 50, because who was that, Casina?
It's
Was
50.
told 3 times. I could hear it from here, and he didn't move 1 inch, and consequently, in fact, it's Pietkowski, is it? I think it's Pietkowski on who the infringer, and there's no excuse for that, Laurie. Is there?
Not at all,
was
no.
clearly told to come back, and made no effort to move, and the ensuing 50-metre penalty puts Phil Boyle in the goal square, and he just pops it over the goal umpire's head for his first, and it is in fact the 6th for the Corio side. 6-2-38. They lead Bellpost Hill 2-3-15. Victory Trophy scoreboard, 23.5 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Eric, looking ahead probably to the finals, Phil Boyle will be a handy player for Corio. He plays tall up there, and I think that with the opposition he's going to come across in the finals, I think it'll be very, very handy to have him there. Clifford, them, they're good players, but I think you still need that tall.
Well, I think they're probably one short, Laurie, if you analyse their side in the forward half.
Yep.
And also with him coming back in, it perhaps allows the Ricky Lazaricks and these sort of guys to go back in and bolster their defensive area. And I feel in recent weeks when we've seen them, Lazaric's probably the find of the season going into their back half.
Yes, exactly, and King and...
It also allows Barry O'Toole to go in the middle.
Yeah, good
Yep.
point.
And Barry O'Toole's a very unselfish player. He brings a lot of players into the game, and that's a luxury to have a player with so many skills to be able to do that.
So Phil Boyle, the secretary of the club's kicked the footy over the fence, so we've had to get the second ball. He should know better, Phil. costs money if we don't get it back. Still in the middle, Bell Post Hill trying to get it away. They do so now. Connolly, left foot kick around the corner towards centre wing. O'Toole, Barry. It bounces over his head, but it sits for him in the end, Barry. And he can run away with the right foot kick now towards half forward. Lead on by Tate. And he gets there, can't take the mark. Handball was great to Ricky Bigham, though, on the up. Goes with the right foot kick. Lead on from Boyle again. He goes there, can't take the mark. Clifford off hands. The two of them combined. Clifford's got a bit of time now. He's very unselfish and he kicks it back to Justin Tate, who'll line up for goal from 40 metres out.
Very good team play, Laurie, wasn't he? Could have blazed to the goals, couldn't he? But he had a good look and player in good position.
I've been very impressed with this young guy. I think he thinks what he does, and he's able to pull most moves off. That was a lovely pass. Bread and butter, Tatey.
So Justin Tate from 40 metres out. Not much of an angle to speak of. I think he kicked his first goal from about this position before. He's kept this one a little bit lower. Has it got the legs? No, it hasn't. It's off hands. And through for one behind. So Cry go to 6-3-39. And they lead Bell Post Hill 2-3-15. That is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 25.5 minutes played.
So it's Rowe, actually, it is doing the kicking in. He kicks to Travail, and Travail of Bell Post Hill takes the mark. A series of handballs, gets the ball to half-back for Bell Post Hill, but just dropping into the hole in front of the pack was Dabrowski. Chips it over the top to Barry O'Toole, and on centre wing, Barry O'Toole for Corio takes the mark. Turns on the left foot, drives it back towards centre half forward. Coming in behind the pack there is Lee Clifford. Doesn't get the mark, but follows up quickly. The handball goes astray to Hancock, but his kick goes astray also. Intercepted by Gundry. Went for the handball, but decided to kick on the left foot. Off hands in the full forward area. Running onto it is Tate. Can he control it? He can't. And it's a rush behind for the Corio team. But yeah, sheer weight of numbers took the ball forward for Corio there. 6-4-40. They lead Bell Post Hill 2-3-15. Victory Trophy scoreboard 26.5 minutes first quarter. So it's Rowe once again doing the kicking in for Bell Post Hill, and finds a teammate in, is it Casina out there?
Mm-hmm.
On half-back flank, takes the chest mark, but Corio bottling up all the gaps. There's not much to kick to, so he goes long. Over the centre, at the back there is Gundry, almost pulls down the mark, but he does well, pushes the ball forward to teammate there in Bolshevik, hooks it around the body and finds Cullen. Cullen has players running, Hayes is one, he accepts the handball. Oh, shocking kick from him, and gave Phil Boyle no chance, but Boyle, second effort, fantastic, puts the tackle on, ball falls clear to Travail. He looks for Simmons on half-back flank, and Simmons of Bell Post Hill has taken the mark. Plays on quickly now, kicking into the middle, and good slips catch there for Bell Post Hill. They've come wide to half-forward flank now. Simon Connolly doesn't even look, goes bang to the goal square, right across the face of goal, and it's gone over the boundary line. Not on the full, a couple of metres from the behind post, but thought Connolly perhaps could have steadied just a little bit there, Laurie. He took off, the goals were in his eyesight, but
we had a perfect view, didn't we, Eric? His eyes didn't even pan once on the goals.
No,
He just
certainly,
went straight to where he was running.
he's being assisted by a trainer there too. So from the throw-in, Gundry wide. The kick has come in and punched through, in fact, by Gundry for a rush behind to Bell Post Hill. 2-4-16. They trail Corio 6-4-40. Victory Trophy scoreboard, and we've been playing 28 minutes into the first quarter.
Barry O'Toole kicked it into cousin Ricky, who gave it back to Barry O'Toole by hand. Goes to Dabrowski at half-back. He goes over the top towards Gundry. Gives it back by hand to Matty Cullen. Runs through centre wing. Takes a bounce. Takes bounce number 2. Can probably take another one as well. The lead's on. One was by Clifford Walton on the ground as well, but getting back there and taking the mark is Simmons for Bell Post Hill. Switches play to the outer side. The long lead on is okay. And that's Dyer, I think. Handball back to Bartolo. Puts him under a bit of pressure, but he handballs outboard to Hilton, who turns around, kicks it towards Travail at centre half forward, who takes the mark. Got Troy Feldman over the top. Handball was a little bit a spray, but he gets it to him finally. Handball back to Travail, running inside 50, off a couple of steps with a right foot. Good kick. And has put his first on the board. And a good build-up from Bell Post Hill for their third goal. They go to 3-4-22, and they trail Corio 6-4-40 on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 29.5 minutes.
And as you were speaking there, Simon Connolly has come off. He's been in the hands of trainers ever since that shot for goal. Looks like perhaps a rib injury or something, and has been replaced by Marinovic. So good effort there, Laurie.
Very good.
Ran well for that.
Yeah, very good, Eric. I just see the wind's got up a little bit too. I don't know whether it's just playing a little bit of havoc out there at the moment and maybe favouring that end just a fraction.
If that is the case, it's a good effort from Corio in the first quarter. Back with umpire Burbers in the middle. We have Walton come onto the ground to replace Walker. King gets a tap down. Ricky O'Toole can't intercept it. Charles just gets a foot to the ball. Coming through hard there is Simmons, but great tackle there by, that was Dabrowski. Picked up there for Corio, chipped it forward. Tate can't control the football. It's Ricky O'Toole can. Great pick up there. Comes around and
holding the ball.
Well, umpire has paid holding the ball, dropping the ball.
Holding the ball, he paid.
He was outside the boundary, I think. But well, the kick comes forward and the Gundry between wing and half-back flank for Corio has taken a strong overhead mark. Looking for options further afield. Well, it's a fairly ordinary looking kick, Barry O'Toole. Good body work to get rid of the opponent. But coming in to assist where it was King. Kicks it to Feldman, but intercepted by Charles. Handball to Cullen. Cullen has the loose player in the forward area, and it's Davey Bingham. And off one step, Davey Bingham's gone bang and kicked his third for the quarter. So very productive quarter for Davey Bingham. And Corio, 7-4-46. They lead Belpost Hill 3-4-22 Victory Trophy scoreboard, and we've been going 31 minutes into the first quarter.
I'll have to make a change there, Laurie. Kick through in the first quarter.
Yeah, you certainly would think so. They seem to be making it fairly easy when they go forward, don't they? Just probably making the wrong choices a couple of times. I think a handball probably would have been the best shot to Tatey here before. Actually, I don't know whether you saw before. He got a bit of a knock on the leg, Tatey. I think it might have affected him just a fraction. I don't think it's serious.
So back in the middle, umpire Vervis with the ball. Walton and King. King gets it down, back to himself in the end. Goes to the left foot kick long, off hands to the front of the pack. Coming at it, Maranovic. Coming through the middle as well was Backley, was it? Who gets a right foot kick around the corner and has put it through for a goal. That's a great kick around the corner by Josh Backley. And he's put his first on the board. Quick reply for Belpost Hill. They go to 4-4-28. They trail Corio 7-4-46, and that is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 32 minutes in the first term.
Yeah, it was a great kick, wasn't it? That's taking your opportunities and making every post a winner.
So, well, it's made the scoreboard look a little more interesting. Belpost still at least making a game of it. So, ball being transferred back to umpire Burbers in the middle once again. 32 and a half minutes gone in the first quarter, a long quarter. So umpire Burbers now with the football. Walton and the King. Neither gets a clear tap away. The secondary tap goes forward for Corio. But there is a siren for quarter time at Shell Reserve in Corio, and the Victory Trophy quarter time scoreboard, Corio 7-4-46. They lead Belpost Hill 4-4-28.
The goal kickers at quarter time for Corio. 3 to Davey Bingham and singles to Matthew Cullen, Lee Clifford, Phil Boyle and Justin Tate. While for Belpost Hill, their goal kickers Josh Backley, Adam Galpin, Thomas Feljak and Glenn Travail. So it is 7-4-46 Corio, Belpost Hill 4-4-28 at quarter time. We'll take a break.